Alright, let's do this. What the fuck is... Paganini horror. Let it be known, I am generally a very positive person when it comes to movies. I try to be as positive as possible. I even liked Killing Birds, which most people on the internet tell me I am wrong about. Paganini horror fucking sucks. You ever wonder what would happen if you took H.P. Lovecraft's The Music of Eric Zahn and then you just made it really boring and took out all the good shit and made it like super straightforward but also completely nonsensical and also did bad at it? That's this movie. It's bad. It's a bad film. Why would you do this? Like, this is such a great cover. It's a beautiful, beautiful cover. I love the violinist, the Paganini character. I love the eyeball like sticking in there. Like the title itself is wonderful. So good. What the fuck happened? So okay, Luigi Kazi. Luigi Kazi is the director of this one. He did that really bad but fun, like that delightfully terrible Hercules film with Lou Ferrigno. And then he did Star Crash as well. Both movies that are far superior to this. And Luigi Kazi, he had some great ideas. He had a vision that between his talent and the producers wanting something different, just did not happen. Let's read. I didn't even write down a fucking plot synopsis for this because it's so just. So let's just read the back here. From producer Fabrizio De Angelis, who, by the way, was the guy, like, he basically told Kazi that he didn't like a bunch of his ideas that made this movie seem more interesting. So very interesting history in the Italian film market. He made a lot of good decisions and a lot of bad decisions, and this is one of the bad ones. Anyway, blah, 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 from Luigi Kazi. Co-writer and star Daria Nicolodi. That one drives me insane that she had anything to do with this. I don't know exactly what her involvement was in the script, but goddamn, what a piece of shit. Comes one of the most hard-to-find shockers from Italian horror's greatest... why is it so hard to find, I wonder? Because, anyway, decade. When an all-girl rock band records an unpublished song by Niccolò Paganini, the 19th century composer said to have sold his soul to the devil, they will unleash a skin-tight spandex nightmare of extreme violins, cheesy power ballads, Suspiria-influenced lighting, and outlandish satanic havoc that Quiet Cool... what the fuck that is, calls serious fun. It drips with as much love as it does with blood and gore. Jasmine Mamone, whatever. All these people co-star in this, quote, kooky, stylish, and definitely recommended flick, says DVD Exotica, a website that I will never trust. Now transferred from 2K from the original negative. By the way, not even like the transfer of this looks good. It's probably the best it'll ever look. Like, it's obviously not in great shape, so not necessarily Severin's fault there, but bland looking, not very interesting visually speaking. Acting is woof, to say the very least.
Yeah, you're right.
One of the guys from Killer Crocodile's in this. He's fine. Okay. It's hard to tell when people are fine when they're fucking dubbed.
Mannequins.
Yeah, the main girl in this, I think Jasmine Mamone? I don't remember who is who in this, but she sucks.
We can use the title Paganini horror. It's going to be fantastic, sensational. I can see it. People are going to love the music. No one has ever done anything remotely like it before, except for Michael Jackson with Thriller and his fantastic video clip.
Daria Nicolodi's fine, but the rest of the cast is just not very good. Donald Pleasance is here, assuming the paycheck is small, earning that paycheck. He's barely in the film.
Little demons, little demons, little demons, yes.
There's lots of like jumping to wild conclusions. You know, aforementioned Pleasance shot his scenes in 3 days. You can feel it. I don't know, man. I don't even know what to say about this. Like, the packaging is meh. You don't get any additional artwork. This is the limited edition that comes with the CD soundtrack. The music's fine, I guess. It's not the worst, but I don't need a fucking CD of it. Fuck, I don't have anything to say about this movie. It feels like a film within a film. It feels like if you were watching a movie that is making fun of the Italian film industry and has like total disregard for any qualities inherent in the Italian horror film industry. If that movie had a movie inside of it that was trying to show off just how bad Italian horror movies can be, that is Paganini horror. That is what it is. You know, whoever said, what is, it drips with as much with love as it does with blood and gore. There's barely any fucking blood and gore in this movie, guy. Like, it's not terribly explicit. There's some cool stuff. There's this one bit where this girl, she gets like turned, I don't even know what, it seems almost like it was supposed to be like a burn, but it's just kind of gross. It almost looks like she was like given some sort of weird plague or something. And there's stuff like that that's gross and it kind of works, but then it just keeps going into more nonsense that no one cares about. And like there's really awful day for night scenes. Most of it takes place in this house and it's very just bleh. It's dressed up to be bleh. A lot of the sequences that are meant to be shocking fail miserably. There's very little quality on the special effects front. A lot of it is very poorly handled. The reveals are poorly done. There's just a lot of poorly. Like, I'm going to use the word poorly a lot because this is just a poorly made film. I don't really have anything else to say about it.
I'm not finished, and I'm gonna show you.
Okay, kids. That's it for today.
As far as the extras go, you get about 9 minutes of shots from Luigi Kazi's original cut that were removed by De Angelis. I don't know that it would have helped the film immensely, but they definitely would have helped it a little bit. They do suggest a more cerebral take at times, while also including more moments that actually help to make the plot clearer. Not to a huge degree, but enough that I'm confused about their exclusion from the final cut. Like, these all seem like things that would make it more visually interesting and at least create some kind of imaginative response in the viewer. Even the ending scene that was shot and not used, you know, it's stupid, but it's better than what they had, if that makes sense. So, you know, that's cool. Like, I'm glad I saw them, but it wouldn't have made the movie that much better. We also get a 30-minute interview with Luigi Kazi. Now, that one's actually a solid interview. That better explains the problems in production that led to this being such a low-rent little movie. Honestly, it's a great interview, and it at very least puts me on Kazi's side, if not on the side of his film. And you know what? What it did, it made me want to pick up The Black Cat, because that's his other movie that's coming out from Severin. It's their October release, and I really want to watch that. I'm not sold on buying it because this was such a piece of shit. But I'm curious to see his other work with Daria Nicolodi, and just to see like what else he can do, because he's such a weird filmmaker, and I don't think he, from what I've seen, has ever made like a legitimately good film, but I know he's capable of doing things that are so bizarre that they cross over into being entertaining. This just isn't it. We also get a 15-minute interview with actor Pietro Genuardi, whatever. And I'm like 99.9% certain it's taken from the exact same interview that he did for Killer Crocodile. I'm like, same outfit, same location, same camera. Either it's the exact same interview setup, or somehow magically everything just wound up being the exact same. So I'm going to say it's the same interview setup. But that's also a good interview. You learn more about the production. But yeah, I'm sorry I don't have like anything in depth to say. This is just kind of shit. And like, I see like Third Eye Cinema, a whole hell of a lot of fun. It's a step or two above most 80s heavy metal horror. What the fuck? How high are you? How high? Not even I like this movie, and I love like everything. Maybe I wasn't in the right headspace. I don't know what it is, but this is not a fun piece of work. There are moments that are so stupid that they are humorous. Like, there's definitely laughs to be had. Maybe, if I was with like a bunch of friends watching this, it might be better. But fuck, I don't like it. Get it away from me. I don't like this movie. I'm sorry. I love Severin. I love Italian horror. I think Luigi Kazi seems like a dope dude. I love Daria Nicolodi. But Paganini horror fucking sucks. I'm not even going to ask you to follow me. Just go watch a fucking movie.